Well, good morning everyone and welcome back to my bedroom here in Edinburgh. It's a beautiful morning outside, the sun is shining, so already my day is feeling romantic and wonderful. So I'm not sure whether you can see, but I've got Peggy and Sophie here with me this morning. So Peggy is my friend Nathan's dog, and sometimes when he has to travel I look after Peggy. So I am doing that this week, and I have to say she's a real joy to take care of. She gets on with Sophie wonderfully and she's just so calm. And very much like Sophie in that way, calm, relaxed, and just likes to rest and do the nice things in life, which suits me very well. So one of the ways that I really like to romanticize my life is by taking care of myself, and in particular my skin and appearance. So you may remember a few months ago I talked about taking care of my skin with this, which is a device from Foreo Sweden called the Luna 4, and this is a facial massaging and cleansing tool. I will link this in the description box if you want to go ahead and look at that video. But basically this device is paired with an app on your phone from Foreo, and you can just do some guided skincare with it. So because I really loved that so much, I decided to try another product with Foreo Sweden, and this is called the UFO 3, so I wanted to share that with you today. So the UFO 3 is a deep facial hydration device that gives you the benefits of anti-aging spa treatments in just 2 minutes. And I have to tell you that I've been using this for a month or so, and I can definitely see the difference in my skin. Now I'm wearing nothing on my face at all at the minute. I've just got up and washed it in the shower, just done a cleanse, but there's nothing else on my skin except a moisturiser. And my skin is feeling and looking, I think, really beautiful. We've got hardly any sunshine here in Edinburgh, so it's not sun-kissed at all, not glowing, but I think it's glowing in other ways, if that makes sense. So the UFO 3 increases your skin's moisture levels by 126% in just 2 minutes. And when you use it, you'll definitely be able to feel that. And as a result, this has been clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles within just 7 days. And as I'm getting into my mid-30s, 34 now, I am starting to get those tiny lines around my eyes here. And I will say that since I've been using the UFO 3, I can definitely see an improvement in hydration. And hydration is the most important thing if you want to look more youthful and your best, because your skin needs to be glowing from the outside in. And this is what this helps to do. So now I'm going to show you how this works, and it is very cool and exciting. So this device, at the back here we have a little plate, and on here you remove this clear ring, and then you can put one of Foreo's masks on top of it, and then you use it on your skin. So this device has a warming thermotherapy that works in conjunction with the mask. And again, you use the app on your phone to work the device, which is very simple. I'll show you how to use it in a minute. And then it works to deliver that deep level of hydration. It also has a cooling cryotherapy device here as well, which helps to depuff the skin and make your skin look brighter. It has LED therapy, and it also has T-sonic massage, which just gives a nice boost to your skin, massaging the skin, getting the blood pumping to the skin, just to give you that beautiful glow. So this little device is small but very effective, and I think you're going to love it. So let me show you some of the masks that you can get with this. We've got this one. This is called Call It a Night, and this one is to revitalize and replenish your skin, leaving it dreamy soft, ready for the evening, an evening of sleep. So there's that one. And then we've got this one, Make My Day, which is a hyaluronic acid and red algae treatment. And then we've got this one, which is the one that I'm going to use, which is called Glow Addict. And I just love this one. This has become my favourite because I'm all about getting that beautiful glow. This one has pearl extract, vitamin E, vitamin C, and this really helps to give a wonderful glow to the skin. So it works on the device to penetrate that glow deep into the skin. So let's give it a go now. Okay, so now that the mask is attached to the device, we're going to start using it. And as I mentioned before, you have the Foreo app. So on my phone, on the app, I'm going to select my treatment. Then you select the mask that you're using. So I'm using the Glow Addict, and it tells you all about that. And then you push start on here, confirm.
Use a circular motion as you gently glide UFO across your face and neck, distributing mask essence evenly.
While a soothing warmth preps the skin to receive the full benefits of this brightening complex.
So I can feel the warmth coming through now.
To even your skin tone.
So this green LED light is improving the skin tone, so it's doing a lot of things in one. This is why I love this device so much. This warmth, by the way, coming through from the device feels incredible.
Experience a relaxing facial massage.
Now it's started to pulse.
With a gentle warmth to infuse
so the pulse and the warmth is delivering the pearl extract now into the skin. Feels great. Do a little bit up here. And this app is so cool.
While green LED continues to perfect your skin, T-sonic pulsations leave you with a healthy, radiant glow.
What do you think? Am I glowing yet? So that is the treatment complete. I've removed the mask off the device, and then you just put this under warm water and then it's good to use again. So I've still got the residue of the mask on my skin. It feels great. I'm just going to let this sit on there for 10 to 15 minutes before I wash my face again and then get ready for the day. So I'm very delighted to be able to offer you 30% off this device, the UFO 3 from Foreo Sweden. All you need to do is click the link in the description box. And there's a bonus. The first 50 people to enter the code Nicolas10 at checkout will get an additional 10% off. So that is 40% off this UFO 3 device. And I have to say, we're very, very lucky to be getting that discount because Foreo hardly ever put this on discount. So this is very special. This device has really improved my skin, and I just think, as we're talking about this video, romanticizing life, life can be hard, you know, and the least you can do is take care of yourself and give yourself that kind of spa treatment at home. I think we all deserve it. So yes, if you would like to get 30% off the UFO 3, click the link in the description box, and for an additional 10% off, the first 50 people to enter the code Nicolas10 at checkout will get that. The link for this is in the description box for you, and I would highly recommend that you check this out because it has been wonderful for my skin. So then, girls, shall we go for a walk? Shall we go for a walk? So, I've bought some flowers from my local florist. Actually, I've bought these roses here. These were from the supermarket. They were very inexpensive. And sometimes when you're making a flower arrangement and you don't want to spend too much, that's what you have to do. Now, it can vary from time to time what you can get in the supermarket. Oftentimes you get the really bright colours like red, yellow, bright pink, which I'm not a huge fan of. I much prefer more subtle colours. So you do have to it's kind of potluck when you're choosing flowers. This time they have these very soft pink roses. And they're great because it is Valentine's Day coming up, so I think that's why we're lucky with those. And then to fill out an arrangement and make it a bit more special, you do have to go to a proper florist and get some special pieces. So I went to my local florist this morning and I bought this little arrangement, which is tiny, but they are beautiful, and this cost £21. So you can see the price difference for this little bouquet here. £21 for 2 big stems of roses. This cost £7.50, so it is a big difference. But we've got a mixture of high and low, and I think we can put these together to make something beautiful. So I'm just deciding what I want to do with this. I have this old plant pot that I bought from an antique centre in the Cotswolds a long time ago, and I've never really used it. So I think I would like to use that, but I'm not sure how it's going to work because the height might look a bit strange, but that just sitting there like that does look pretty beautiful, so maybe we will do that. I'm not sure. I've also got this jug that I got from my friend Lynn. She owns a shop here in Edinburgh that sells Italian ceramics. And I got this from her last year, and this does look great with flowers in it as well. I'm thinking we'll try the pot. Now, the way that we do this, I have my flower frog here. These are quite expensive. I think this was £40. And the way that it works is that you take a flower and then it just impales on the spike, and you can kind of arrange the flower however you want it to be. So I am going to have a little play around with this. Romanticizing life is all about finding beauty in the small things. This for me is not a task in any way. It's something that is completely enjoyable and fun. So I'm definitely going to enjoy maybe half an hour or so just playing with this arrangement, seeing what looks good and just enjoying the process. And you know what? Even if it doesn't look like a professional has done it, I have done it with my own hands. That's going to bring me lots of joy. Okay, well, I have to say I'm really happy with the way that this has turned out. It's giving me kind of English cottage garden vibes, a little bit messy but in the best way. Flowers just growing all together, very higgledy-piggledy, but all beauty together is wonderful. So even though we are at the end of winter coming into spring, it's definitely giving me summer vibes, which is always great. It's nice to bring summer into your life sometimes, especially when it's cold and dark outside. But yes, I'm very, very happy with the way that this has turned out. I think it looks so beautiful. And if someone had gifted me this for Valentine's Day, I would be very, very happy indeed. So why not give it a go for yourselves? If you don't have a Valentine's this year, do this for yourself, make yourself happy, take an hour to romanticize your life, playing with flowers, cutting them, putting them into a beautiful pot. What could be better than that? And I always think that it's these little moments of joy that make life worthwhile. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money, just whatever you can afford to make yourself feel uplifted and happy. Wonderful. Now, as this episode today is all about romanticizing your life, I wanted to share some ways that I do that on a daily basis that is kind of easy to implement, not expensive, and something that we can all pretty much do in our lives to make our lives more beautiful, more cinematic, more meaningful. As I've said many, many times, life can be challenging for us all, whether you're a billionaire or someone who is much lower down on the socio-economic ladder. We all have our problems and issues, no matter who we are. So I just think that romanticizing your life every day is a wonderful way for all of us, no matter what we do or who we are, to just get more moments of joy from the little things in life. And I think that applies to everyone. So I want to share with you the 10 ways that I romanticize my life every single day. And hopefully these will help you too. So the first one is make the bed every single day. Now, when I wake up in the morning, the very first thing that I do once I've switched off my alarm is make the bed. So number one, I put my alarm on the opposite side of the room. That forces me to get out of bed in the morning. If it was by my bedside, I know that I would hit snooze. When you get up out of bed, it's cold, you switch off the alarm, you give yourself a chance to wake up for like 30 seconds, and then it's a decision that you have to make. I'm not going to get back into the bed. So to further enhance your ability to get up at that exact time, the next best thing is to make the bed. So I make the bed very beautifully, and then I know that I'm not going to want to climb back in. The second thing about making the bed every single day is that it starts your morning with something that you can be proud of. Make the bed beautifully, have some gorgeous sheets, fluff up your pillows, have some nice accent cushions. And the fact that you've got up in the morning, made your bed, done something beautiful, done something useful, you're going to feel a sense of achievement that you can probably carry through the rest of the day with you. So it's a very simple, easy task, but you've done that. You've done something to be proud of. And for me, that just sets up my day for success and just makes me feel happier. The third reason is that when you get into your bed at night, I don't know about you, but I would never ever be able to get into an unmade bed. I would just feel slovenly, unclean, and I just wouldn't enjoy the act of getting into bed. For me, going to bed is one of the most wonderful things about life, to get in bed and be all cozy, but I wouldn't be able to do that in an unmade bed. So making the bed every single day is one of the biggest ways that I romanticize my life and make it more beautiful. Number two is set the table for dinner. Now this is one of those things that a lot of us tend to overlook. We lead busy lives. When you come home from work or whatever you've been doing, even just the act of cooking can be monotonous and time-consuming, and maybe you just want to get on with it. But I think that if you can set the table for dinner every single day, even if you're just eating alone, you're going to enjoy that meal a lot more, and you're giving yourself something beautiful to enjoy and look forward to. Let's face it, we do all have the time to do this. If you've got time to sit down and watch TV for an hour or so, or scroll through your phone, why not do something more special for yourself? Set the table with your lovely things. Create a beautiful setting. Use your beautiful things. It will uplift you and make it feel more like an occasion. And we really do deserve a special occasion to enjoy our dinner every single day. Try it out. I promise you, you will find it beautiful and rewarding. And this brings me on to number 3. Always use your best things. So as I was just talking about setting the table, why not use your very best things? Maybe you have wedding gifts that you were given, or something for your birthday, or something that was passed down from a relative that is very special. And perhaps you keep those items in a cupboard because they're best, something that you only use once in a while. I say that life is much too short for best. Best is today. Best is every single day. The fact is, we don't know how long we have on this earth, so why not treat today as that best occasion and use your wonderful things that are just sitting in cupboards languishing. Enjoy them, look at them. I promise you, that is what they were made for. That is why they were given to you, to be used and to be enjoyed. So make every day romantic, make every day an occasion, and use your very best things. So number 4 is buy myself flowers. You've just seen me making the flower arrangement, and that is something that I do on a weekly basis. I don't always go to a florist and buy flowers. Most of the time I just go to the supermarket, pick up a few bunches of blooms for under £10, but I can't tell you how much that adds joy to my life. To buy yourself flowers, arrange them in a vase, you've got a piece of nature in the home. It's a living ornament that doesn't cost very much, but is probably the most beautiful thing in the room. A lot of people don't understand the meaning and joy of flowers. I know someone who thinks that it's a really pointless gift, but I don't agree with that at all. I think that flowers are one of the most beautiful things that you can do. Just think about it. As human beings, this is what sets us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. The fact that we can look at something that is growing in nature, want to pick it from the ground to give it to somebody else. That is such a beautiful thing. Admiring the beauty of our planet and wanting to give that beauty to someone else. I don't think that you can get a better gift than that. But you may not have someone there to buy you flowers. Maybe you're single, or maybe your boyfriend or partner lives far away. So buy the flowers for yourself. They're going to make you happy, uplifted, and it is going to add something romantic to your life. And number 5 kind of ties in with that, and that is lighting scented candles. Now for me, one of the most wonderful things about my home is imbuing it with gorgeous scent. So I think that you could have the most gorgeous home, the most wonderful interior, the most expensive decor items in your house, but if it doesn't smell very nice, then all is lost, and that ambience that you've created kind of falls a bit flat. For me, one of the most wonderful compliments that people can give me when they come into my home is to say, wow, it smells so good in here. And that for me is what I always want to happen. It is such a wonderful, polite thing to do, not only for yourself, but for people coming into your house, to greet them with a wonderful scent. And for me, the act of lighting a scented candle with a match, striking a match, hearing the flame flicker, and then after 10 minutes or so, the scent flowing through the air. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. One of the things I love most, again, about being a human being, that we get to enjoy these things. Now, your candle doesn't have to be expensive. Maybe you just want to get something that you've seen in the supermarket. People will tell you, oh, they give off toxic this, toxic that. The world is full of toxic things. Enjoy your candle. I'm sure it will not harm your health too much, but I'm not a doctor, so don't blame me if it does. Number 6 is walk daily in nature. So one of the things that I love about having Sophie is that for the last 12 years that I've had her, it's really forced me to walk outside every single day, no matter what the weather. So in snow, in rain, in cloud, when you're not really feeling like it. Because you have a dog who needs to go for a walk, you have to go outside every single day. And I think Sophie's gift to me in this lifetime is that she has allowed me to go out every single day, even when I don't feel like it, and appreciate nature in all its forms. So whether that is in the autumn, when the leaves are golden brown and falling, which is just stunning, or winter. There were times many years ago when I absolutely detested winter. I saw the bare branches of the trees just to be so harsh and kind of almost horror film-esque with their branches, which look so angry. But then, because I had to walk Sophie every day, I started to look at that in a different light and think, actually, this is just the beautiful architecture of the tree, and now I see it more as an elegant sculpture, and you only get to see the structure and the sculpture of a tree in the winter when it has no leaves. So just going out every day, admiring nature, walking, enjoying the seasons, that's another thing. You really get to experience the seasons as they happen every day, the tiny little changes that just add up to become a new season. So walking in nature every day, finding that little bit of beauty wherever it is, will completely transform your mindset, your narrative of life if you're having a bad day. It's the most wonderful thing, and it will definitely romanticize your life. Number 7 is cook with intention. So earlier on I talked about taking time to set a beautiful table. Now I also think that it's important, if you're coming home after a busy day and you're cooking yourself a meal, to really take the time to create something special and enjoy the moment. So as I mentioned before, it's all too easy to come home and want to rush something, but I think that your life is going to be so much more beautiful if you can just use these mundane, everyday tasks to transform your life and make things more romantic. We have to cook every day, so why not make that moment something special? If you add up the time that it takes to cook every day into your year, that is a lot of hours. So why waste it on rushing around, being a little bit stressed, not really thinking about what you're doing? For me, cooking is a great chance to unwind. I put on some nice music, I light my candle, I chop the ingredients with intention, I put it into a pan, put it all together, enjoy the aromas that are coming out of the pan, and then at the end of it, you've created a piece of art that you get to enjoy. And I know it sounds very silly for me to say all these things, but it is so important for us to enjoy every bit of life that we can, and I think that this is a great way to do that. Number 8 is buy myself one book per month. So for me, books are one of my very favourite things, even if it's just a coffee table book. For me to buy something new, get inspiration, it's very, very important. I need to get inspiration all the time in my life, and I find that books are one of the great ways that I can do that. So what I like to do once per month is go to my local bookstore here in Edinburgh, which just happens to be beautiful. It's an old building. I think it was an old bank. It's set over 3 floors. It has this old world charm about it. You can sit in there, also have coffee, and you look out onto the beautiful streets of Edinburgh's New Town. So that in itself is a great experience. Then the scent of all of the books in the store, it smells divine, and then just choosing something that I know I'm going to take home and get to enjoy brings me a lot of pleasure. Then when you buy the book and it's yours, it's a piece of something to add to your home. I see books as decor, items that furnish and decorate my home, tells everybody who comes into the house the story of me and what my values are in life. So buying one book for me, whether it's a coffee table book or a novel or even a biography, something that is going to enrich my life more than anything else probably. So I always do that, and I find it a very romantic process. Number 9 is visiting art galleries and museums. So here in Edinburgh, I'm very lucky. We have quite a few beautiful galleries, museums, stately homes, things to see and do. And the wonderful thing is that most of them are free. I'm not sure whether that's the case where you are, but I would say that in most cities, you should be able to find free galleries and art museums. And I just think that going to them, having the chance to spend half an hour or an hour, even if it's just that short amount of time, observing beautiful works of art that someone has created maybe 300 years ago is so enriching and so romantic. The fact that this artwork exists, is still here for us to see, I think is a wonderful thing. And again, something that makes us very, very special as human beings, that we like to create beautiful things and share them with the rest of the world. I also think that visiting art galleries, museums is an incredible way to hone your taste and find out what you like. I truly believe that good taste is learned. I don't think anyone is really born with it. When I think back to my own life, as a child, I had a very simple childhood. We never really went to art galleries, museums. Our home was simple, clean, tidy. But the taste that I've developed over the years is entirely through exposing myself to things in the world, traveling, going to museums, seeing other people's homes in magazines. So I definitely believe that taste is learned and that you can develop your eye, and visiting museums and galleries is a great way to do that. And finally, number 10 is play elegant background music. Now, when I say this, I mean that when you're at home and you're kind of just living through the motions of day-to-day life, perhaps it's the weekend and you're having a relaxing day at home. I always like to play elegant background music in my home whenever I'm here and not working. Maybe sometimes too when I'm working. But I just find that playing elegant background music, just very gently playing, makes my life feel kind of like my own movie that I'm starring in, and you find yourself actually reacting to it and just kind of swaying around the room to this elegant music. It makes life feel so wonderful, so romantic, and it makes your home 10 times more elegant and chic. You'll find that whenever you go to a luxurious hotel or restaurant, music will always be playing in the background, and that is a very intentional thing to make you feel more relaxed, calm, and to ramp up the elegance of that space. So why not do it in your own home? You're walking around, maybe tidying up, cleaning, maybe just relaxing. Put on some elegant background music. You will find that it really, really enhances your life and makes it more romantic. So I really hope that you enjoyed those 10 tips of mine to make your life more romantic, and I would also love to hear any more suggestions you have in the comments, so please do let me know. Well, that is all from me today. I hope that you enjoyed this Valentine's Day special. I really wanted to do something different with this video. Valentine's Day is all about being romantic, romanticism, and I wanted to kind of shift that to how we can treat ourselves with kindness and just make the most of living every single day. Now, I know that life isn't always sunshine and roses, but I think the things that I've talked about today just help life to be a little bit more special, even on dark days. And on Valentine's Day, I think it's very important to spread that message and to really take care of yourself. So I want to wish you all a very, very happy Valentine's Day, whether you're celebrating with someone special, with a friend, a member of your family, or just on your own. Let's enjoy this special day and really use it as a time to appreciate the beauty of life and how lucky we are to be here. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time, but until then, take care.